In this video I'm going to show the North American strategy I've been using. This is another 4-player fixed card game which is being played with public randoms. Settings: Alliances on, Balance Blitz dice rolls, 60 seconds per turn and blizzards. So as you can see in this game I have the most of troops in North America and Asia, but obviously it would be impossible to get Asia, so the most reasonable choice for me is North America. So far I'm not sure if I am able to get it, but we are going to see. Hopefully the pink player isn't going to contest for it with me. Anyways, as you can see the white player got the luckiest setup here. She captured Australia in her first turn and also has the possibility to capture Africa as well, so just the question is whether the red player would actually let her hold it. Or I mean the white player could invade the red player first to sustain the advantage for herself without anyone else having a continent yet and probably struggling to get it for a while, because it seems me and pink will have a problem with it with only big continents being available which are full of other players' troops. Well, the red player accepted my alliance request after the pink player failed to invade him, so now it should be easier for me in case the red player is serious with the alliance. And to be honest I am not that really sure what the pink player was thinking after getting a bad blitz roll crushing my Central American troops and then trying to invade red. I mean all in all, even if he had successfully invaded and started to contest for South America, it would have just probably been cleared for me, or if not, then the white player would have invaded the prevailed player anyways with them getting weak and her strong. So I'm actually very glad that the pink player failed to invade red into South America, as with the white player getting strong someone will have to balance her out, and obviously with me not having a continent I couldn't. And with the red and pink players foolishly fighting, the game would have been given for white. But now it seems the pink player will go for Europe, and if so, then everything should be good. Well, it's actually hard to predict what the pink player wants to do with his biggest army yet, but we will see. Anyways, I decided that it will be the time to capture North America right now without waiting for anything else. The red player is my ally, so I think I should be able to successfully hold it. Or if the red player betrays me, then I will know that I won't be able to hold North America, and instead of that will switch my strategy to building all the troops to one big army and waiting till some opportunity comes. Well, it was kinda bad that the red player unleashed the pink player's army towards me by moving his troops out from the territory of Iceland. But all in all the red player stayed as a loyal ally and let me hold North America. And also thank God the pink player didn't consider to invade me either. Well, on the other hand it wouldn't have made much sense anyways, as with the white player getting the same number of continental troops as me and even being stronger, he would have given even more advantage to her with still not being able to get any continent for himself. And when it comes to the white player, she could have definitely invaded me to make sure that nobody gets as strong as her, that she keeps sustaining the advantage among us. But on the other hand, if she had attacked me, then she might have brought even more of the attention to herself. The red player had a big army of troops near, so he could have potentially considered invading her into Africa. And actually I'm not that sure what the red player's plans are. At first it looked that he might consider to retaliate against white if he gets invaded into South America, but now it seems that he might consider to go for Europe, maybe even eliminating the pink player from the game too if he doesn't move out from it. So the pink player is definitely in a tough spot right now, and if I were him, then I would just move from Europe out. And that's great. The red player gets invaded into South America. The least thing was needed that red would have taken pink, highly weakening himself and giving a big advantage for white. All in all then the person would have been me who would have needed to attack the white player then. But now the red player should retaliate and invade the white player by himself. I've got invaded myself also, but I don't really that much care at all as I only lost 2 troops and was able to recapture North America easily. The white player's attack should have just made the red player to take our alliance even stronger. As obviously the red player doesn't like white now, and at the same time I also guess that he is being annoyed by pink with pink not moving out from Europe. So all in all I'm only his friend in this game and we already have the alliance. So if he manages to end up being in the top 3, then it will be very beneficial for me as he would prioritize attacking another opponent over me for sure. so I just don't know which player will be eliminated first, whether it's pink or him. Well, it could be white or me also. But we're quite stronger than them. So yeah, I guess unless the white player decides to highly weaken me. And oh wow, the red player after all decides to take Australia from white. That's of course very good that my strongest opponent gets weakened, but on the other hand red will just be eliminated first now. Not only the white player could potentially decide to take it back from him, but now red's further existence will probably depends on the pink player, whether he decides to go for Europe and risks getting invaded easily, or he just simply takes Australia from red being guaranteed to hold it. And as you can see, the pink player's choice was obvious. And I'm not saying that this choice was actually good, what I mean it was very expected for a low-ranked player to go with this choice. And to be honest, no, the pink player isn't guaranteed to hold Australia. I mean, if the red player trades in a set, then with me not being afraid that he could get easily taken out by white, I could just take the pink player out. I could definitely afford it if the red player stays alive. Anyways, I'm not really sure if the white player disconnected for real or just completely missed her turn. But if she actually quit the game, then I will just take the red and pink players out next turn, as if I do it now and the white player actually comes back to the game, then she will win. So I don't want to risk it. Well, of course I could have safely taken the red player out, but it was unlikely for him to have a set at 3 cards and also he was cut from the pink player anyways. But the main thought behind not taking the red player out was to not end up blocking both of my biggest armies, so I could immediately take the pink player out next turn as well. Or in case after taking out pink, I would have left my armies next to him, then he could have considered crushing one of them, so if the white player had come back to the game, then she would have gained a lot of advantage over us, assuming the pink player wouldn't have completely crushed himself into me giving the game for white. But yeah, now seeing that the white player has quit the game for real, I'm taking the red and pink players out, and then I will highly weaken the white computer player as well. The red player sent me thumbs down, but I mean, why would I leave him alive when I could just simply guarantee winning the game by taking him out and with the white player becoming the bot? It wouldn't have made much sense to me. But yeah, now after taking both of the real opponents out, I will deal with the white player easily. It's always easy to deal with the computer players after you defeat your real opponents, so unless if the computer players are seriously overpowered. But the thing is that they let you hold multiple continents which could be invaded easily, so as long as you're not completely dead, you could make a comeback against a very strong computer player as well.